hopefully see their Wildcat team win.
Adelaide win, they go to fourth. So here's Brandt looking for the little handoff. Cotton will get away from Sobey into the corner. There's Damien Martin. He's getting a lot of opportunities from that corner. And
You don't want to give Adelaide just free runouts right there. Some cheap points early. They're doing a good job taking advantage.
There's a nice little pass inside for Damien Martin. I can do better than that. As Cotton has the ball, gets around Drimmick and rolls one in. Nice play under pressure. Martin to take on Conga, looking inside for the pass to Kay. That was a good little feed, and Kay's hook shot made it look even better.
Continuing with that form, 18 points in just the first 4 minutes of the game.
The pass is good to Brandt. Decided against the alley-oop, and Damien Martin drops in a three.
Zone right there. They might want to go to that zone a little bit more, try and slow up this team.
And there's what you talked about, Sean. Get it in the hands of Bryce Cotton early. Hope he's free. They just can't get it to him. But Wiley takes on Wagstaff and an offensive foul.
We can see from this angle, that is no charge. Anyway, on to the next play.
Sean wants to disagree with you, I think.
Sean does not want to disagree with me. He's represented this country and won 4 championships and was a major part in those championships.
Steindl scores the three. That's what he's there to do.
Finally got a nice floater.
Steindl again with a chance. For the Sixers, here's White. 7 on the shot clock. Step back, shooting away. Vague over the top. His basket doesn't go. Steindl. It's a long way out from the key, though. Here's Norton, spinning one way, going the other underneath the hoop with a reverse layup. Was good. Wiley hovering over the top of him. Here's the call from the coach. Norton says, no, there isn't. I'm going to shoot for 3, so 5 points straight. To Steindl, gets around Wiley, goes with the floater. Clint Steindl can do it outside and in.
Many people as you can at him.
Trying to get 3 on this occasion. The pass is good to Whites, and Whites will get his first points of the game. There's a 2 underneath the hoop. 6 points the margin. Great game between 2 great teams. Adelaide can sneak into the top 4 with a win. There's Kay shooting for 2. The shot was under pressure. Here's Wagstaff with the right hand. The veteran gets the play off the glass.
Aggressive move to the basket by Sobey.
4 points that margin. White in the corner. Swish it goes.
Adelaide 36ers came out and controlled the tempo on both ends.
There, Matty.
No comment for a club legend as White shoots for 3. He's come to play in the second term.
They were just scoring at will as well. They were just getting whatever they wanted. Credit the Wildcats defense as you see Damien Martin just turning back the clock, 10 points. The timeouts, but they were down 10-2 on the glass. It's now even. So as we see Angus Brandt just using his strength.
They just don't like you. And I see where they're coming from. Here's Kay underneath the hoop with the reverse layup. He scores the 2. He decides to go to the bigger man in Brandt against Wiley. We like the matchup. The spin move's good. And the hook shot even better. Another 2 to Angus Brandt. Once again, the 2 big men are tangled up. Pass is good from Brandt. And that floater from Damien Martin. That one a little short. Hire will take the boards. Kay, will he put it on the floor? He does. Wants to go against the big men. And with a left hook from the waist, scores the 2 off the glass.
Kay getting it done in this 3rd quarter.
He certainly is. There's Damien Martin with the strip. Can they hold on? Because Adelaide will have another run, no doubt about it. Damien Martin, the 3-point specialist. Field in that first quarter, it's 36% now. As Cotton shoots, and Cotton scores. Here's Steindl, looks to the top of the key to Kay. Oh, Greg Hire, feeling it. Right up, he says, for 3. Greg Hire dropping 3s, don't he? Certainly got some talent, no doubt about that. Here's Cotton, step back, got fouled. And 1. Oh, he's having crack at the has been owned, my friend. Owned by the reigning MVP. Here's the slow-mo. And then the look around. That was right back at you. There it is.
It's only one shot, guys. It's only one shot.
Oh, man.
I'm not sure what he said.
We're going to make playoffs. We are going to make playoffs. Finally.
He might have even said you're an idiot as well. Look at the pressure. The Red Boys are up in force and they're swatting shots away. Time. He likes Liam Santa Maria, though. He likes Liam. Cam Luke. He said Cam Luke's a ripping bloke. But that other fella, nervous. It'll rattle around. The big man has to get it again. He missed it, then tapped it back in. He gives him some hope. Good double team from Froling to Hire. Across the key he goes to Steindl. So Adelaide come with a bit of a press. They need to turn things over. Steindl, you'd put your money on it. Pass is good to Wiley. He'll back it in against Brandt. And then had it stolen from the shadow. Damien Martin. Face crossover was good from Damo. And a floater. It didn't hit the ring, but it was good play because Brandt was there to help him out with the 2. 61 the score. The inbound comes from Martin. He has to get it in because it's taking a while. Brandt's looking out. Should have gone to Steiner, who was sitting on the 3, but Brandt says, I'm feeling it right now. 2 more points off the glass. Cotton to Kay. Carried it a little bit as he went into the post, and then Kay with the hook shot shores the 2. It's their DNA, the Perth Wildcats, and they've kept Adelaide to 63. How many about scoring?
How many attempts does Bryce Cotton have?
He's had 4, but he's played a pretty good go White. On a little short, strong stuff from Nick Kay to bring the ball to the ground, and Cotton will finish off the play. And shows Corey his little jersey. Says the West is best.
Played all season, Lucky?
Absolutely. Here is Bryce, and then just looks at Corey and says, do you like the jersey, or do you like how well I'm playing?
Oh, my goodness. It's all happening.
To say you deserve it is an understatement, to be honest. You've been cruel to Perth for quite some time. Into the corner he goes. Steindl will step around the defender and finish his night with another long bomb. Oh. But then again, they landed some 3-pointers just like this. A little message to the rest of the comp. The question now is, can they keep it up? They head to Sydney. Then they take on Illawarra. They host Sydney at home. Adelaide come back here. And then Melbourne away for the last game of the regular season. For Adelaide, they play Melbourne at home. That'll be a tough one. Cairns away, New Zealand away, Melbourne at home, and Perth here for the last game. 100 plays 80. The leading scorer in the ends was Clint Steiner with 19, so too Cotton. 16 for Kay, 15 for Martin.
The first half of the competition with so much authority before the wobbles. The Kings steadied as well against Brisbane, and now they find themselves head-to-head. Bogut, Brandt, the tip-off. We are underway in the Harbour City. Caldwell and James Boyer, the officiating team, as Brandt goes in to Bogut and scores just before the clock expires. But confessed was a shocker. Damien Martin, the runner, goes. So the points from Friday night continue to flow per game. So it is a significant hole left when he's unable to play. Now Kay.
That's a great look from Bryce Cotton.
A report from the Wildcats that says it is expected to be a long-term injury. Make of that what you will, as Cotton says, Norton's not here, but I am. Battle between Bogut and Brandt continues. Here's Tariko White leaving it short. And the putback from Nick Kay.
But there were 3 Sydney Kings that just stood there and ball watched. You need to attack Greg Hire off the dribble.
Steindl leaves his shot short. Kay banks 2. You predicted, Shane. Although Bryce Cotton enters on cue. The regular season championship, such a closely run thing. Who knows what way it's going to go? And Bryce Cotton is doing everything he can to make it Perth.
And get extra possessions for his team.
Great to see another good crowd in at Kudos Bank Arena, the air-conditioned Kudos Bank Arena. Clint Steindl, he's not cool. He's trying to heat up.
We'll see how we go.
Still strange seeing you in the red after all these years. Do you still have a soft spot for the Sydney Kings?
Oh, look, I love my time here, and that's never...
Andrew Bogut was going to be good for the league, hyped as the league's biggest signing, and there's a 3-pointer again for Jesse Wagstaff.
Win a championship for the Sydney Kings. That's what's driving him. For the Sydney Kings, when they can start getting these offensive rebounds, as Steindl goes bang at the other end for his second 3.
Terrico White scoring 9 and 8 in his last couple of games. Single figure returns, and the glass works for Wagstaff. Here he is again, wanting to keep it coming up to double figures. 10 points in the term.
Running start at him, so did a good job there. That's Jesse Wagstaff at his best. When he's playing with confidence, he can pick and pop.
Harry Froling, I should say.
Well, he did look a bit pale on the TV on Friday night.
Bryce Cotton, tough bucket. He draws the foul. Brad Newley, the guilty party for Sydney. Deng on the floor for Andrew Gaze. Guarding Terrico White, and this time Terrico delivers.
You could see
Cotton through Kay, and on for Terrico White. Foul, the 3 goes. It's a potential 4-point play for Terrico White because Jerome Randall has decked him. 2 of 11 from outside. Bryce Cotton delivers at a much better clip, and that's why it's a tough bucket made easy. Bryce Cotton is brilliant. Feats, here's Kevin Lish off the backboard and had a look and didn't like it. Now Terrico White can finish as he pleases, and it's spectacular. Brant against Bogut, and Brant wins that little battle. Rebound from Bogut. So a little chance here for Sydney to see some momentum before Angus Brant comes up with the block. Just 4 of their 13 triples have fallen. And look at that from Bryce Cotton. Jay fakes on David Ware, hands off for Brant. The big boys combine for the Wildcats. Brant for Kay, that is soft. He's Newley trying to dunk the finish. The ball escapes his grip. He wants the foul. There was a collision. Road ball. Maybury said it was your teammate. Well, that suggests otherwise.
I think he's talking about the next play. As I believe Kickett gets the ball, and then he's bumped into by Brad Newley.
Oh, let's be serious.
Didn't you listen to Corey?
No.
And there's Brant just dunking 2 more.
And you look up at the scoreboard with 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter and see 42 points. Beside the Sydney Kings, it's hard to believe that that could possibly happen.
Eerily quiet at Kudos Bank Arena, and it will only grow more silent if Terrico White keeps doing that. Tommy Jervis spots Steindl, and the sniper shoots again.
Teammates are playing without the ball.
Clint Steindl, turn, shoot, score.
So important.
Steindl again, 3 more, up to 15. You made that point. I thought you were about to say who finishes 2nd, 3rd. It could decide 4th and 5th.
No doubt. Well,
playoffs or not.
Well, the last time we made the playoffs, and if you're Trevor Gleeson right now, your eyes would be wide open saying, I'm going to play my starters. We are going to go at these guys. And
I'm picturing one of those big NASA-type computer banks and talking about bank. No need for the backboard when they're only hitting the bottom of the net, Nick Kay.
And then if Illawarra can win here, they level up with Brisbane and Adelaide. We're underway, see whether they can.
Jackson just finding Conklin, but watch Jackson on the defensive side. He's just playing rover as we see Damian Martin with a nice pass to Nick Kay.
Quick pass to Martin, not tempted to shoot on this occasion. He's not in the corner as Cotton likes to shoot anywhere at any time.
And feel like they've got a lot more energy than after that 4 overtime game.
Maybe now Tarico can score in the first term. Oh, and a bad pass from Anderson straight into the long arms of Kay. And won't go. Tarico's feeling it. He's heard all about those ordinary first terms. Getting the opportunity, Blanchfield, he's got 4 points in this game. He's up defensively against Tarico White, who has started on fire.
On the offensive end until that little stretch there as we see Tarico White saying, I'm going to do it all over the court.
A couple of nasty turnovers. Bryce said, I'm a little better than you, Tarico. I'm flying through the air.
Oh my, Tarico White with the steal. Nice pass, Bryce Cotton getting upstairs for the dunk.
I think he surprised himself on that one.
Costly turnovers, though, for the Hawks, though. A great highlight, but not a great highlight for Illawarra. That's a couple now of points they've just handed straight back to Perth. Cotton now up against Ogilvy. Steps back and got fouls. There's one. Mark it down, Sean Redditch.
Starters out there on the court for the Hawks right here, so let's see if they can stem the tide here against the Wildcats.
Steindl rolling around off the screen for a 3.
And 1-3.
A minute remaining in this game. Steindl loose again. Confidence is a wonderful thing in basketball. Here's Martin looking to go to the post. Steindl receives and decides to shoot. He says, I reckon I can hit a 2 as well as a 3.
To win, that's going to be the difference between making the finals or not.
Kay forced to shoot. He misses, goes and gets it again and scores the 2. So
as long as you can until they probably get tired.
big shot from Nick Kay just to ease the pain for the Wildcats and their fans.
You can kind of be the man. The ball's in his hands, and he usually makes a good decision.
Martin forced to shoot. He shoots well.
Red Army's not going to phase him.
Amazing you mentioned that as Cotton wields some magic and scores a 2.
And he was able to have a great second half of the season there, just kind of rode that line into an NBL. As we see Tarico White just picking up where he left off in the first quarter.
Shooters out there.
And Steindl shooting for the 2.
Well, you know, those two would have guarded themselves a lot. Looked at the Townsville Crocs and would know to scout on each other.
Forcing the turnover. Steindl, he'll go all the way with the right hand. Kay can't finish it. Has another go. Scores the 2. Game. Hawks fighting away to keep their playoff hopes alive. Perth chasing 33 years straight. And here, this is a couple of free throws. You type in championship, you get yourself some cheeseburgers with thanks to Hungry Jacks and Hungry for Baskets. Good ball movement. Martin, who watched it all the way. Kay working hard, brought it down. Brand, fed it through to Little Damo, standing there for a 2. Beveridge, 13 fouls to 8. 13 on Illawarra, 8 on Perth, if you're wondering. Tap down went the Wildcats' way. Cotton will pass it now to Whites. And a little jump shot is good.
Play both sides of the basketball.
Steindl eases the tension in the building for just a moment.
Pozoglu, his 3rd game. Probably hasn't played that many minutes with Cedric Jackson on the court, but he's also playing well right now.
Wagstaff needing to drop one, he does. Veteran player, veteran move. Here's Tariko White. Looking inside to Jervis. Hasn't been on for quite some time. Jervis with the two.
It's the strength of the hair.
Yeah, he's in a mood. And it's a good mood. Tariko with the crossover. Tariko with the jumper.
Experts would have expected a blowout here by the Wildcats. You know, you're only up 5. As we see Bryce.
Big three from Bryce Cotton.
That's, you know, top 2 in the league in scoring. A credit to him.
Conklin again climbing high. Stolen out of his hands though by the six inside. To Tariko White. We'll back it in against Blanchfield. And he scores the 2. His body language has been so much better tonight. Bench ticks. Here's Cedric. The pass. Just not high enough on the break. Cotton. White's trailing him, but Cotton will do the little finger roll for 2.
Too wide. Make sure they got possession.
White will shoot that 2.
And maybe even shoot a few more threes.
Under 2 remaining. 6 on the shot clock. Tariko White splashes the 3 and makes it a 12-point margin. The K. Back to Cotton, puts it on the floor, floats it in with his left hands.
After much self-reflection and talking to those closest to me, I've decided I'll retire from the Perth Wildcats in the National Basketball League at the completion of the season. I was never the most talented, never the flashiest. I relied on grit. Other players might have been more talented, but I can assure you no one was going to outwork me. I know that as the years pass, the made shots, there wasn't many. The rebounds, a lot of bloody rebounds. The wins, all that will fade. But what won't ever go away is that feeling, that brotherhood in the locker room. Every day when my car arrived in the front of the Western Force facility, or right here at Bendat, I got that knot in my stomach. Not because I was waiting for Brett's smoothie, not because I was anxious or worried. It happened because I knew when I walked in, I was going to challenge myself, my teammates, my coaches, and the entire organisation to get better every day. Putting on the red jersey, lacing up those basketball shoes, seeing your name on the back of your singlet and running onto the Perth Arena, as a member of Australia's most successful franchise, it brings a certainty of pride and honour. The kind of certainty that comes but once in a lifetime to be a Perth Wildcat. Thank you.
Well done. Absolutely well.
Talented starting 5 we've ever seen in the NBL.
Sydney have won their last 3 straight. The Cats are on a 4-game winning streak. And they can jump to the top of the table. Good defense from Lish. Understated on the defensive end of the court. Here's Brand for 2. Finally. Rover around, they're just getting so many good looks as well.
Well, and it's opposite of what you would have thought. You know, Sydney Kings had to play in Sydney on Friday. Wildcats have been off since last Friday.
Come on, guys. You want this, you got to be aggressive. We're going to miss some shots, but we've got to be better defensively.
All right, fellas. We're not going to act like, you know what, I'm going to wait till the second half to turn up on you guys. I'll just wait.
There's a 2 from Jesse Wagstaff. More of that, though. These Kings under control. Martin gathered the crumbs. Scores a little left-handed hook. They're just not up to finishing the play. Wildcats through Wagstaff. We get a 2, so Jesse's into the game early for the Cats. It's been pretty good on the rebounding side of things. Good ball movement on this occasion. Steindl steps out of trouble. with 1 second on the shot clock. He swung the changes, no doubt about that, trying to find the magic formula. Steindl swats it away from Adnam.
Contested.
Need to score here, the Cats, though. They've done all the work to slow down Sydney. And he gets a 2 and a foul. Really important basket because they've done all this work. Zip at the moment to start this second quarter with 4 minutes gone.
Well, they would be happy, Trevor Gleason, with the response, especially on the defensive end.
On both ends of the court by the Sydney Kings.
Hesitation in shooting. Tarico could have taken the first one, but in the end, the second one was just as good.
Well, I wanted to see, I said they weren't going to win either game this weekend.
Martin's basket doesn't go. Nick Kay, the workman, gets a 2 in off the glass.
As he go, they go. I think it's important for him to find his teammates early, get them going. We know in the second half he could take a game over and score 20 points quick. So give you 100% energy and effort. Defensively, you don't have to worry about them. Offensively, you don't have to worry about them. That's one of the toughest backcourts in the league.
He'll slow it down and wait for somebody to help him out. Tarico, strong, gets a 2. That'll get the fans up and about.
0 so far, so he is doing his job today.
Brant had a little bit of a go at Bogut at the end of the second half and continues that little run. So he's winning that battle in terms of points. Cotton, Martin, free. It was off target straight out of his hands, but Brant gathers and Brant scores.
Just not able to finish.
Crucial game for both these teams. Perth can go to top. Sydney can just keep themselves in that top 2 hunt as Brant sends it up and in. Angus Brant. Corey.
Hey, look, listen. When you call a man a pork chop, I don't care what time of the year in the season you call him. You got to show up every time you see him. Angus Brant right now is stepping it up offensively.
Well, Corey, you said Bogut was dominating that matchup, and now I'm looking at the stats.
Brant decides to turn around and go the jumper. This is mesmerising from Angus Brant. He's the only Wildcat on the court at the moment. In Corey. Here's Martin. Brant bowls over Bogut. He's underneath the ring for another 2. Bogut stares at the ref. And he's puffed. He's not getting up very quickly right now.
Angus Brant is a big load. Don't get it twisted.
So Brant sits down and Bogut's going to sit down. He's exhausted, big Andrew Bogut. And Brant has 19 points in this game. We'll see who does as Steindl steals it. Pressure. Cotton. Does he hit this? Yes, he does. Finally. Wagstaff with 10 on the shot box. Steindl, he's been off until now. Back-to-back threes for Perth. We're back to 4 points now.
They're still in this one.
Cotton getting around Turner with the right hand. 2 points to get us underway. Hesitated as he jumped. Don't hesitate, big man. As Cotton sends another 3. Bryce is back, baby. Bryce is back. Lost this year when leading by 12 or more. They led by 14 in this one as Tarico White scores 1 from the foul line.
They've been playing too good all game. It's money time now.
It certainly is. Jervis takes it. Cotton not sure what to do. Randall got to him quickly, but not quick enough. Come off the knee. And now he's decided, cheapest, I better skip my dance shoes on and start having a boogie.
Well, I guess he didn't call in sick after all.
He was just unwell for 3 quarters.
Maybe he was just waiting. You know, sometimes you're like, listen, I might have a quarter in me. Tonight's not my night, but I'll figure it out in the 4th.
On the other end and just looking at the refs like, I cannot believe I didn't get that call.
Yeah, I reckon it deserved a 3-point play. Oh, falling over. Randall. Bryce Cotton. He's on now. Pass is good. Steindl to Martin, off the glass, 2 points. The pass from Cotton to Martin. He hasn't been on from 3-point land, but he's helped out on that occasion by Kay for a 2.
By David Ware, getting the ball out of Randall in Delicious hands.
Martin had to throw it up and threw it up well. Off the glass, 1 point.
Gleason talked about this. Damian Martin's been pivotal in this late run by the Wildcats, and he steps up, makes a timely basket there.
Quick check of scorers for the Sydney Kings. Jerome Randall, 20 points, 9 assists. Bogut has 10 and 13.
Found him. Kevin Lish.
Yeah. Here's Cotton, splitting the gap to Kay, to Brandt, to Kay, and Kay wears number 3 and sinks a 3.
Nail big shots.
That was a massive hoop from Kevin Lish. The pass to Martin, and the 2's a quick one. Good response, but it's a 1 point ball game. 11 on the shot clock. Cotton running one way, going the other. He has to pass it off. Kay puts it on the floor. Martin decides to shoot. Damian Martin, the 3-point hero.
I take that back. You don't want Damian Martin to shoot the 3. You got to close him out.
Incredible. He has had a tough day from outside three-point land, Damian Martin. He's hit 13 points, which has been big, but that was his first of 6 attempts, and the biggest of them all to tie the game up, 77-77. Randall has it. He looks up at the shot clock. There's 5 between shot clock and game clock. Randall against Cotton. Gets around Cotton, throws it up. It won't go in. The tap down's good from Wagstaff. Here's Tarico White. Will he shoot for 3? He does. It misses. Kay taps it in, but it's after the siren. It is after the buzzer. And we're going to overtime in the West. All right, official word is it went to 14 on the shot clock because they advanced the ball. So if they'd taken it at the back court, they could have had the full 19 seconds, but the decision by the Kings was to take it at the half court.
Well, that's an error then.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to take it out in your back court. You got to, you know, that could have cost them top spot. That could have cost them top spot. Dynamic.
11 on the shot clock. Cotton has it. There we go over the top of Bogut's. No, he drives to the basket, got called for the foul, and will go to the line.
Quarter.
Yeah, that's it. Randall had the ball tapped away. Cotton got plenty of options, decides to go himself. Chose the best one.
And you could just see it in his eyes. He could have passed that ball, but he was saying, I've got confidence, as the Wildcat faithful start chanting MVP.
Must have rattled him a fair bit. See where he can come back on. Cotton for 3. Maybe he's just copped a knock to the hip, and that's why he's sore, because surely he couldn't be playing with any hamstring injury, Jerome Randall. He's adamant trying to control Cotton. It's hard to do when he's on fire. This is my house, he said.
Am I seeing this correct? He's got 25 points. He was on a donut. This is incredible.
Here's Lish back on the courts to kick it. Stolen by Martin. Martin will dive on it. Captain Courageous doing the hard work. Taking him to overtime to get a win here in the West. A steal from Martin, reaching in around Kickett's. The top spot on the NBL ladder was in the hands of Sydney. Melbourne stole it, and now the Cats are sitting pretty with a couple of games to go.
From game saver to fire hero, all in the space of a few hours for Perth Wildcat skipper Damian Martin. But as Lockie Reid reports, not everyone was happy with Marto's high-pressure moments.
He spent the afternoon saving the Cats.
Damian Martin, the three-point hero.
I was glad that it went in. I'd lulled them into a false sense of security by missing the first 5. So it was lucky number 6.
Then after dark, he still had a hot hand pulling a dog out of a house fire.
I ran in, grabbed the dog, and It was funny because he wasn't wearing a collar, otherwise I would have just grabbed his collar. And I'd spent 30 minutes earlier in the day chasing around Randall and Lish, and there I was, no joke, in a defensive stance, making sure this dog couldn't get past me, and I'm sliding along, not letting him get back into the house.
Damien Martin's Sunday full of heroics, but not everyone showed their appreciation. Death threats via an Instagram message were awaiting him when he arrived home after a frantic 4 hours. This disgruntled punter wagered a 5-figured sum on a Kings win when Sydney were ahead by 3 points in the dying stages of the game.
There are people out there who bet on the game, but that's their decision. Don't take it out on the players.
The Cats skipper and family rattled, but he will shrug it off and continue to lead his team into battle. Bryce Cotton making life easy for he and his teammates.
This is my house, he said.
The guard kept scoreless for nearly 3 quarters yesterday before exploding with 27 points in 16 minutes. This ankle breaker reaching a worldwide audience on SportsCenter's top 10.
He's just an absolute superstar. In my opinion, he's the MVP of the league.
Perth sitting on top of the NBL ladder and can finish the regular season there with 2 more wins this weekend. Lockie Reid for 10 News First.
Hits his first shot.
Wouldn't want it to be a repeat of the Sydney game because that's a long time standing up. We're underway, Sobey with first hands to it. Conga has him. Josh spoke about this pre-game. The floater rattles around a little for Bryce Cotton, gives him some early confidence.
Daniel Johnson, that's something that they'll probably look at for the close game when they need to score.
Tarico White has been rock solid in his recent games.
Did a little bit more than they normally would.
Double team came, but Bryce got rid of it quick enough, and Nick Kay continues to drop the long bomb.
Tonight.
Pretty quick to move it to the front court with the Perth Wildcats. Tarico White to the elbow, shoots for the 2. That was very nice. What was your reaction, gents, when terrific win and Melbourne United were real frustrated after that performance?
They were. Credit cans to the way they played, and it came out as we see Damien Martin hits Tarico White.
We'll focus on the game for the moment as Tarico has it to Damien Martin. Great pass inside. Froling just a little late. Little pump fake from Kay was good. Got the 2 and he'll go to the line. Nervous now has to guard Ramon Moore. T's free. There's a lot of free players on the defensive ends. Well, the offensive end for Adelaide.
A bit bigger, got those long arms, made a fantastic move.
Steindl did a big move and went for a dunk. Clint Steindl having a chat to Harry Froling as well.
In the basketball, make Greg Heyer bring the ball up. They couldn't get into their offense. They're still able to find Tom Jervis for an easy one underneath.
There's Tarico White. Will go up against Wiley. He was sent down, but he hit a really big 2 points for his team. Started well. Shots were on. His first one was in particular as Kay found an easy move against Sobey. He would like that every single day of the week.
Guys are getting open looks, and it's not helping with this margin.
There's Wagstaff. That one goes in. Why are they getting so open, Josh? When finals are on the line. Here's Kay, forced to go off the backboard. He does with a 2. But they need more of that and a stop here. Here's Cotton. Gets it into his hands quickly. And didn't really throw it up high. He just sort of sent it straight towards the hoop. He's out to 16 a few moments ago. Here's Kay. Needs to get going, and he does. Nick Kay, the sky hook is nice. He's into double figures with 12. It's all about winning. Nick Kay stuck. Couple of spin moves. Off target with the shot, but gathered it somehow. The crashing of the boards by Adelaide is really good, though. It's Damien Martin. They leave him open. He decides to pass. It was a good option, and Brandt finally gets 2 points to his name late in the second quarter.
You got to think they got to get caught in the basketball. I know they're trying to get the ball into the post, but you've got the leading scorer in the competition. Got to go to him.
Brandt wants a piece of the action. Little short, Martin there with the boards. The Cats with a chance. Tarico's there. The pass is firm. Tarico has to run under the hoop and score a 2.
Good job by Tarico to grab that.
Can Tarico do it for him? Wiley's got him He decides to shoot, and Tarico, as cool as you like, no emotion at all. He was looking for his man as opposed to just defending the man with the ball.
And great patience there by Sobey. Just waiting for that opening, and then took it.
There's Cotton racing to the hoop for two. Now it's revving up just a touch. He's had a really good game, hasn't he? He's making really good decisions. He's got the 7 points as Cotton comes to play. 3-pointer for him.
Blows down, and you can just see he's just reading the game really well and being able to anticipate and just playing. As we see Bryce Cotton, he's very good as well.
Take the rebound. Cotton looking to try and do it himself. The step back.
First season in the NBL.
Cotton again, the pass good to Hire. He was under pressure, it rattles around, he gets the 2. And now pressure's more. Froling will set the screen, stands in the way of the big frame. And Hire gets a little corky to the shoulder. And then goes back at Froling, and Froling's had a bit of a kick at him as well. Swung his leg out, but Greggy Hire just rammed into him. He'll be called for the foul with great effect. There's Hire, just runs straight into him, and then Froling just throws his feet up. Wasn't happy.
You can understand Hire's frustration here, and going into the game, the odds for there to be some sort of scuffle or a bit of fire going into it was pretty high.
Here's Cotton. Froling can't get to him. Cotton scores a 3. Listen to the roar. He's got 14 points and 7 boards. Cotton falls over again. He's doing that a fair bit. Pass is good to Whites, and Whites will splash it. And Daniel Johnson leads all scorers with 19 as Wagstaff scores the 2 and draws the foul. What about the drama? Jelly wants to have a chat. Of course, I did mention, could this be the last quarter for the Adelaide 36ers? Sixer fans are hoping they win and go through to the final. The Cats in the hands of Martin. They left Steindl free. That's dangerous. Real dangerous.
Well, 2 great screens. 2 great screens by the Wildcats. And the way he's been shooting the ball the last second half of the season as well.
So a steal from Bryce Cotton. Pass is good to Martin. Brant. Big boy Brant sends it home. And a delay of game warning for the Wildcats. We're all tied up. Martin misses. That's crucial, like Kays. Tarico, can he stop the run? A terrific job. Especially when a bloke like him runs around offensively so hard. All the double team nearly there. Decides to go one-on-one with Sobey. Crossover, far too good. 2 points for Bryce.
That is an incredible move right there. I mean, that is so tough. The degree of difficulty is 10. I mean, this game doesn't mean something to these 2 teams. I mean, the whistle had blown as we see Bryce Cotton. I mean, that almost went over the backboard. But you go back to the crossover. I mean, that is just so tough.
He's forced to, well, pass out to the 3-point land. Well done by Drimmick. Martin straight after him. The possession arrow will be interesting. It'll be a Cats ball. Looking inside, doesn't go. 4 on the shot clock. Cotton has to wield some magic. He does from the foul line. 2 points and then swept in for a foul. I think it goes against Riley, maybe.
Score in the first quarter, and then maybe we'll try and shut him down because he is just a second-half player. Big-time shot.
Drimmick was the defender. And we'll have a timeout. Was so tempted, decides to pass to Moore. Tarico goes with the reverse. Martin! Tapped it back in. Clock, they'll give it back to him and he'll have to go to work with 5. Decides to shoot. He was leaning back. The magician hits the 3. Here it is again. He was fading away. Riley did a great job to just be there to put enough pressure on. But He has come to play. So unlikely that Melbourne can finish on top of the ladder. It's 32, 33 points, depending on how high scoring this game is. But a win is what they need so they can host Sydney. Oh, low scoring start here. Perth, in fact, haven't yet scored. That might change. That does now as Hire drops the 2.
Approach it in that final term.
Steiner loads it off. Jervis. Got nice and close.
This month and a half.
Joyce get those misses. Here's Cotton to make it really sting. His first bit of work from outside. Ledger went for a backslide along the court. There's no whistle. Had to get up quick, smart. Steindl released the shot. 4-second disparity between the shot clock and the game clock. Cotton throws it up. Jervis comes to his aid.
And it's the third and fourth option. You got to have counters when you're playing now against this team.
Wagstaff's right under the basket.
It's good defense by Nick Cave. Hands up, slid his feet.
Cotton accelerated, just bought himself some time and space.
On the offense, get the ball through hands. See if everybody get on the same page and get a good shot.
Kay gets the friendly roll there.
Playing some really good defense.
Martin. Feet well planted. This is the shot. Going to get a second chance through Brandt. Hooks it in for 2 more. Damien Martin helps himself to a couple there. Jervis. Nice touch from Fletcher. 3-point ball game. Big crowd at Melbourne Arena. I don't have a lot to cheer about yet, but that could change very quickly. Guy's played a big role today. He hands off another assist. You can hear Dean Vickerman with the extra special comments. He's trying to will his team into action. Cotton is preserved on the bench just for the moment. Nick Kay riding his luck. What a quarter he's having. Perth's lead at 7. Deck back to Kay. The hot man gets even hotter.
What did I shout? Hey, what did I shout? Michael. I didn't
Daddy, you're
shout
yelling at the
him.
wrong person, mate.
He stood on my foot, so I asked him to get off.
Never stand on Trevor Gleason's foot.
Oh, wow.
Got him.
Look at that.
Got him with the pass fake.
Need to win to finish second on the ladder. It's as simple as that right now. Bryce Cotton puts the head down and rolls in.
Pull, take his finger off the trigger and get Cotton out the game. Get Kay out the game.
I think that would be the balance he'd be looking to strike.
Oh, lightning stuff from Cotton.
And got them in the first place. Unbelievable. I would have never thought I would have saw that. First place? Nah, I don't take credit for that. I take credit for Bryce Cotton.
Wow, Jesse Wagstaff just quietly going to work.
Instead, in your face, Nick Kay. He's having a night out. 6 games. So he's been in great form. Oh, Golding. Oh, offensive call.
So you like Chris Golding being aggressive, but there's a single-mindedness about his aggression right now. And a couple of turnovers, a play like
3.5 minutes. Damien Martin, there was a pathway for him. Wagstaff been doing it all day. And down goes another from long range. Tonight until that moment. Clock's been adjusted to 14.2 seconds. Melbourne playing for second spot. Perth will finish on top. The Wildcats perhaps to get the last shot. And it's Bryce Cotton. And we're headed to overtime. Although, it's .3 of a second to go. First quarter. Oh, Wagstaff a little out of sorts, but Greg Hire was on hand.